Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016. I'm here once again with my 2016 save. We are here with the final SmackDown before sudden impact. Let's go. SmackDown opens up with, I think, 5 pre-show matches I have. Anyway, in the first pre-show match, Trent Beretta defeats Fandango with a running single leg high knee strike. Both men did about the same in-ring wise. Alright match, alright. In a better match, Kane and Big Show defeated the Villains. I'm pretty sure there was on last week's show too, in a pre-show, or it may not even have been a pre-show match. I don't know. Anyway, Big Show wins for his team here. And in another one, Melissa Archer defeats Natalya. And I think in the nope, this should not be the final one. We have the Dudley Boys defeating the Lucha Dragons, and then the final pre-show match. A perforated... That's not good. Okay, and then the final pre-show match, Cody Rhodes defeats Apollo Crews with a beautiful disaster. Alright, let's get on to the main show. Alright, Shane McMahon opens up SmackDown. Tonight, we have a big 6-man tag team main event, with Dean Ambrose teaming with Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio to face Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio, and Tyler Breeze. Chris Jericho's music... pyro hits, not his music, his pyro hits, and then he comes out yelling, "Shane, I deserve to be in tonight's main event." And Shane cuts him off and says, "Chris, I told you last week was your last chance to earn yourself into the world title match, but I do have a match for you tonight." And Jericho says, "Yeah, you do, and it's called the main event, you stupid idiot." And Shane says, "First off, I already told you no to tonight's main event, and your opponent tonight is Neville. And secondly, if you call me a stupid idiot again, I'll trade your ass to Raw, and you'll find out which of the McMahons is really more of an idiot." So Shane threatening to trade Jericho to Raw to Stephanie. Strong open. Alright, Cody Rhodes is backstage, and he's talking to the camera saying, "Goldust, after this Sunday, you will cease to exist. People will look high and low for you, but they will not find you. But all they will have to do to find me is look at the top of the card, because I am Cody Rhodes, the legacy of the Rhodes family." Alright, let's continue on here. Bobby Roode defeats Jay Lethal by submission with a Fujiwara. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Armbar. Bobby Roode wins in the aftermatch. He cuts a promo saying, "Last week I took out Sami Zayn, and this week I beat Jay Lethal. So Shane, there's no way you can let your hottest commodity walk into sudden impact without a match." Shane McMahon appears on the Tron, and he says, "Well, you're right that you are a premier talent here on SmackDown, and you will have a match at sudden impact, and it will be with Sami Zayn, who has been cleared by doctors for this Sunday." And Roode goes on to say, "Even though they cleared him, there is no way he is 100%. And Shane says, "You may be right, but Sami Zayn will not go down without a fight." And Roode says, "Thanks, Shane. I got this." So Sami Zayn, in his quest to redeem himself, has to try to take on Bobby Roode, although Sami is going to be pretty banged up going into this match. Alright. Blake and Murphy and Alexa Bliss backstage. Blake says, "We are the future of tag team wrestling, whereas Big Show and Kane, they are the past." Murphy says, "This Sunday, the future takes over." Alexa then goes on to say, "And my boys will walk out the new WWE Tag Team Champions." So good segment there. Not the best out of these guys, but you know they're new. They're new. Alright, let's continue in this match. And about that, Subpar Wrestling Little Heat, Samoa Joe defeated Justin Gabriel in 6 minutes and 30 seconds by submission with a Coquina Clutch. It was an alright match. Alright, after the match, Joe grabs the mic and says, "It's a travesty I'm not in a match this Sunday, but I promise you this. When I do get my opportunity, I will win." And then a graphic appears on the screen announcing Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho versus Jay Lethal for the #1 contendership for the United States Championship this Sunday at Sudden Impact. Joe says, well then, this Sunday, I destroy those two men, and then I'll take the United States Championship. So good promo there by Joe. Actually, I should probably pre-book that now. so I don't forget it. Let's see here. So we got Chris Jericho. We got Samoa Joe. And Jay Lethal. Do I have the women's title match booked? Yep, I do. Okay, good. Alright, Big Show's on the mic and says, and before I go any further, Kane is just standing there like intimidating man. Anyway, and Big Show says, Blake and Murphy, you guys say you are the future, and that may well be true, but the future isn't gonna just walk in here and take over without a fight. So Big Show saying, hey, you're not taking over without a fight. We're gonna do our best to keep the future from taking over this place. Alright. In a terrible match, that's what it says here, Becky Lynch and Maria Kanellis defeated Naomi and Tamina. Maria Kanellis, high morale, star quality, penalized for chemistry, motivation. Naomi was poor psychology, momentum. Tamina was penalized for inconsistency. But after the match, Becky gets on the mic and says, Charlotte, last week I said I was done talking, so get your arse out here now. Charlotte comes out but stays on the stage and says, Becky, 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 you and all these people are going to have to wait till Sunday to see this fight. So Becky, see you Sunday. She begins to walk off before Becky says, Charlotte, you just showed your real colors. You are a coward, Charlotte says. Turns around and says, I'm not a coward, but I am smart enough to know not to risk an injury this close to a title defense. Like I said, see you Sunday. So, good segment, good segment. Alright, Jericho grabs the mic and says, this Sunday, Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal have no idea what they have gotten themselves into because they are going to step in the ring with the best in the world with everything that I do. And besides that, has Jay Lethal even won a match here yet? And then Jericho goes on to have his match with Neville, which is really good. Jericho wins with the Walls of Jericho. And after the match, Jay Lethal attacks Chris Jericho and then gets him on the mic and says, how's that for not winning a match yet, Jericho? How is it going to feel to be the first person I beat here in the WWE? I bet you'll have a ton of excuses like you always do anyway. So Jay Lethal, good promo there after this attack. Good job, Jay. Alright, not such a great main event, but in a battle of great wrestling, good heat, Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio and Tyler Breeze defeated Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Rey Mysterio, when Randy Orton defeated Rey Mysterio with an RKO. Rey was the weak link. Rey Mysterio was the weak link. Dean Ambrose was the top guy. Good. And after the match last week, Randy Orton RKO Dean. This week, Dean Ambrose lays Randy Orton out with the dirty deeds. Randy Orton is not suited to his gimmick. I've read that probably 20 times before. Anyway, the show increased popularity, good 83 rating. So, before I forget, I'm gonna change Randy's gimmick real fast before I end this. For once, I don't think there's anything major that happened with any of my wrestlers being released or in a scandal that I have to inform you guys about here. Kalisto is injured. How long is he out, though? Alberto Del Rio says Neville is charismatic. I don't think Neville is charismatic. I mean, he's a great wrestler, but I don't look at him as the most charismatic guy. Anyways, before we forget, Randy Orton, the Viper, it's above average. It's above average. Why isn't it? Whatever. Let's exclude gimmicks that don't work for him. He's a heel. Is he a face? Yeah, he's a face. Okay. Exclude. Disposition. Face. What is he the best at here? Cocky. Maybe I turn Randy Orton. Before I do that, though, let me go to SmackDown and main eventers. How many heel main eventers do we have here? Let's see here. Actually, I should probably check to see how many faces we have first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have them. How many heals? 1, 2, 3. So we could do with another heal. So we could handle turning Randy Orton. So maybe we do that. We begin the Randy Orton heel turn. We'll give it a few weeks. Alright. So, with that said, I don't think there's anything else to say in this episode, so thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next time.